Hey guys, RTT back here for that video. Guys, today something interesting happened. Your boy went Apple. So yes, I went ahead and picked up the iPhone 14 a couple of days ago, 14 Pro to be precise, and I wanted to try it out, see how I liked it. Obviously, I'm coming from a Galaxy Z Fold 4, which was my daily driver for the last month, and now we have moved on to the iPhone 14 Pro. Now, I am not new to Apple. I actually did before the Z Fold 4. I own the iPhone 13 Pro Max. So it's not like this is, brand new to me going ahead and picking up this phone. But what I will tell you, because I did actually go also for the smaller size, I got the Pro, not the Pro Max. I, surprisingly enough, love the Pro size over the Pro Max. And it kind of goes back to with the Galaxy S22 Plus. I like that phone a lot better than I like the size of the Galaxy S22 Ultra. Even though, yes, they're both great phones, smaller phones just feel so much better in your hands. And it's kind of weird because I've always been a guy who likes bigger phones. I've always had the 12 Pro Max, the 11 Pro Max, the 13 Pro Max, the Galaxy S22 Ultra, the Galaxy Note series. I have always went for the Galaxy Note over the Galaxy S series because I like the bigger phones. Well, your boy is now going to smaller phones. So I also did get gold, which I don't know how well it's going to show up on the camera, but I'll be honest, it looks very, very good. It actually looks silver on the camera, but it actually does look gold, very much gold in real life. I'm going to tell you right now, right? Because I would say glorified at this point, glorified Android user, right? Obviously, yes, I have used iPhones in the past, but I grew up with Android. I grew up on the original Samsung Galaxy S1. And I moved on to the Galaxy Note 4 and so on and so on. So I grew up on an Android-based system. And again, why would you get Android? It's amazing. First off, you get cameras that are not upgraded 2 years later. Yeah, I had to say it. Because Samsung put out that joke out there that like, hey, listen, Apple, we actually had 50 megapixel cameras 2 years ago. And it's true. I mean, obviously, all that really matters is the sensor, not the actual camera. Because at the end of the day, 50 megapixels and 100 megapixels are going to be exactly the same if you post on Instagram or social media. It really just depends on how good the sensor is. And the sensor in this phone is absolutely gorgeous. Price tag-wise, it's not bad. Let's go ahead and look at it. We have $999 for the initial base model. If we go ahead and go to... Let's see if Apple actually cooperates with me. Because I actually got this off eBay. I got this one for around, I think, $1,100, I want to say. And it is a Pro. It is I believe, a 256 gigabyte version. So here are all the specs. If you are interested, yes, it does start at $999. It does come with a 6.1 inch display, which of course the 6.7 inch is the Pro Max. It comes with a dynamic, island, a new way to interact with iPhone, emergency SOS via satellite, crash detection, which I know is a really big feature. If you do get in a car accident, this will actually contact the authorities to help you out, even if you cannot reach this phone. 48 megapixel camera, which we talked about many times. True depth front camera with autofocus. Megapixels do not matter at the end of the day. They're absolutely useless to talk about. We talk about them in the context if you want to print out a picture or if you want to get a picture framed. But outside of that, every single social media, whether you use Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, they will all downscale your images, so you will not be receiving much of an upgrade. It does come on 29 hours of video playback, a 16 bionic chip, Face ID, and super fast 5G cellular is also a thing. Now, the big thing I had to deal with when I bought this phone was I'm coming from obviously Galaxy S22 Ultra, Z Fold 4, every other phone ever made that has a SIM card slot. The iPhone 14 Pro, or iPhone 14 in general, does not come with a SIM card slot. It is the weirdest thing to me. So it's all eSIM. So mainly a lot of phones out there right now, they're eSIMs slash physical SIMs. So you could put a SIM card in here and actually use it. Well, that's not the case. So if you want to use this phone and activate it, you actually have to take, like, for example, I took my Galaxy Z Fold 4, it's actually charging right now. I took it, you put it near this iPhone, and you can transfer over the number. Now, the thing that sucks about that is it's not like a SIM card you can just take in, take out, and it's probably the reason why we're not going to be rocking the iPhone for very long, because I don't like that. I'm about the old mindset back when, you know, everyone did this with cell phones. You could just buy your own cell phone, no issue at all. Change your SIM card, you're fine. Well, with eSIMs, it's a little bit different. I mean, yes, at the end of the day, it's the same concept, but I don't know how, you know, Verizon is going to work with that. So that's the downside. Other than that one downside, this phone is freaking amazing. Okay, and this is coming from an Android guy, and I'm going to tell you right now, I'm sorry, Apple fanboys, this is not better than the Z Fold 4. I'm sorry, it's not better than the Z Fold 3. It is not better than either of those phones. Is this phone better than the Galaxy S22 Ultra? Yes. It is better than the top line Samsung phone that isn't foldable. Foldable phones have a different market. You cannot compare them to a candy bar cell phone. Nonetheless, though, it is better than the Galaxy S22 Ultra. This phone, the cameras, I was kind of a little surprised. Again, like I said, it's all about the sensor that matters the most. But overall wise, I was kind of surprised. It's so weird whenever they say amazing cameras, because what is amazing, you know? At the end of the day, I shoot on a Sony a7 III with a $2,000 lens. I shoot on a Canon 50mm with a $400 lens. What is amazing? Because I can make both shots look absolutely amazing no matter what. So it's always weird when they say that, because I go into it with this expectations of not knowing what to expect, and then you're like, I guess that was okay. Yeah. Anyway, though, battery life, surprisingly really good. I was not expecting the battery life to be this good. Now, don't get me wrong, on the iPhone 13 Pro Max, the battery life was also really freaking good, but I just expected, I don't know what I expected. I expected the battery life to be very similar to the iPhone 13 Pro Max, but it's actually a lot better than the 13 Pro Max. Now, of course, battery life is all about how much stuff you use during that day. So, for example, if I, I'm running 17 different applications on my phone and streaming all day, my battery life's going to go a lot faster than someone who is just texting all day, right? But at the end of the day, surprisingly enough, battery life's really, really great on this phone. And again, yes, this will become my daily driver. If you guys do not know how this works in this channel, whatever phone we pick up for the studio becomes a daily driver until we see the next phone that comes out. So the next phone you see on this channel will become a daily driver and will take the position over the iPhone 14 Pro. But at this moment in time, the Pro is going to be the daily driver moving forward. And I got to give it, out of 10, my initial review, I've only had a couple days, I'm going to give it initially an 8 out of 10. I like the notch being changed. I think the notch being changed is really cool. Gives a little bit more room at the top. And as you guys can see, you actually have like screen above the notch, which I think is really cool. The build quality feels exactly the same as the old iPhone. Actually, no. Yeah, it is. It's both stainless steel, obviously, but it doesn't feel like any difference. So same stainless steel body, obviously same exact ports on this phone, nothing new there. It's just overall new iPhone, right? Everything that makes it special and amazing is inside the iPhone. Bigger battery, better bionic chip. That's pretty much it. So overall wise, it's iPhones. These are Apple. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to or love this phone, but to be honest, hey, I'm going to give it my full opportunity, full chance, because this phone definitely is quite the beautiful phone. And I got to say right now, I probably do recommend it if you're upgrading for like an iPhone 11. But if you're upgrading from a 13 Pro to a 14 Pro, the biggest differences are going to be the cameras, the battery, and that's pretty much it. Obviously, crash detection, all the stuff, and then obviously the upgraded stuff inside, but not much, obviously, iOS-wise. Both these are running iOS 16. Nothing surprising there. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.